What's good, Washington fans? Just doing a quick recap of the draft here and giving it a grade. I thought it was a solid draft, to be honest with you. I thought we, hit all the positions of need. Of course, one of the bigger needs was quarterback, and I didn't think necessarily we had to get a quarterback, but I think, we might look back in a couple of years from now, and Justin Fields might come back to haunt us, or Kellen Mond might come back to haunt us, or Davis Mills, one of those guys. We could have traded up for a quarterback, but I'm not mad we didn't trade up for a quarterback. I wasn't one of the guys banging on the table like, oh, we need to trade up and get Justin Fields or Trey Lance. But he dropped to number 11. I know we couldn't trade with the Cowboys or the Eagles or the Giants. That's the thing that people are forgetting about. They weren't going to let us trade up. The Giants were not going to trade up with us to let us, and they know we were trying to get a quarterback. They weren't going to do that. From 19, maybe if we had like 12 or 11, 12, yeah, if we had like 12 or 11, we had to move up to number, or if we had 12, we had to move up to a number 11. They might have did that, but I'm not 100%, I'm not upset that we didn't get a quarterback. I know a lot of people are dinging the Washington football team. They're dinging Ron Rivera for that they traded up for a long snapper and didn't trade up for a quarterback. So I'm not really mad about that. I'm not going to ding the grade for that. They really like Ryan Fitzmagic. They like Taylor Heineke. I like Heineke a lot as well. So, but I thought overall we addressed some positions of need: the linebacker, offensive tackle, wide receiver, tight end, safety, defensive ends in the seventh and the later rounds. I thought we did that. I thought we got all the positions that we really needed. Even cornerback, it wasn't the players that everybody wanted, but we did get some guys definitely at the position of need. So of course we'll start off with the first pick of the draft. Jamin Davis out of Kentucky. Some people hated the pick. Some people loved the pick. I mean, Booker McFarland, he loved the pick. He said he could be Defensive Rookie of the Year, and he should get 100-some tackles already in his rookie season. I agree with that too. I don't know about Defensive Rookie of the Year, but he definitely can get 100 tackles behind this D-line. I mean, ran a 4.37 unofficial 40-yard dash on his pro day, 42-inch vertical. I already told you how incredible that is, that vertical leap. I think Vince Carter had like a 45-inch vertical. So to be in that stratosphere with Vince Carter with vertical jump is just incredible, in my opinion. 109 tackles last year with Kentucky. Great run stopper, really good in coverage. Had a pick six against Tennessee. You look how fast he is, how speedy he is. Played in his own scheme a lot, so he can play middle linebacker, can play Sam, can play Will, all that. Very versatile, position flex. And he's a character guy. So we heard in the draft throughout the whole draft was position flex and character. Both parents in the military. Ron Rivera loves that. When he hears military parents, that's one thing that he loves to hear. Position flex is definitely what gets Ron Rivera excited. So Jamin Davis checked all those boxes. After that pro day, he just shot up the boards. And like I said, Booker McFarland gave it high praise. Mel Kiper said he was his 14th best rated prospect. So behind this D-line, like I said in my previous, he could be scary behind this D-line. If anybody needs to develop, if anybody's raw, which a lot of people are saying this guy's raw because he had 1 year production in college. If anybody's raw and they need to develop, this is the best D-line to develop behind. Like I said, I'll just run off the names again: Chase Young, Montez, Matt Ioannidis, Daron Payne, John Allen, Tim Settle. List goes on and on. If you're raw, you need to develop. Why? And you got two good coaches. You got Jack Del Rio, who was a linebacker coach, and Ron Rivera, he played linebacker in college. In the NFL, and Ron Rivera, who played linebacker in the NFL. So I personally give this pick, I gave it an A-. At pick 19, maybe you could have went Trayvon Moore, you could have went Greg Newsome, or I think there was another cornerback who was available. But other than that, or Darisaw, people were upset we didn't get Darisaw, JOK, and then you find out that JOK had a heart condition and that he's somewhat of a tweener. So I thought for the value of this pick, I thought it was pretty good at 19. I gave this pick an A- because, like I said, 19 is just an awkward pick. We were in a weird position because we won the NFC East. We weren't too high. We weren't a top 10 pick, and we weren't a bottom. We weren't a bottom 5 pick of the draft. So I give it an A-. I think he fits well. I think, like I said, once again, he's gonna play really well behind this defensive line, and he has that sideline speed that we were missing at the linebacker position. And he's a guy that can cover tight ends, and we've struggled against tight ends so many times in the past. Tight ends have just killed us. He can cover slot running backs, slot wide receivers. he can do it all. So I'm excited for Jamin Davis. The second round was Sam Cosby. I like him a lot. He's 6'7", 309 pounds, the second most athletic tight end according to the Ross scale, the RAS athletic scale. Out of all the left tackle or tackle positions from 1987, he ranked the second most athletic out of those guys. 36 bench press reps, 38 is vertical leap, super athletic, 34 consecutive starts. Caught a touchdown pass. I mean, that just showed how athletic he is. Look at the highlights. He caught a screen pass behind the line of scrimmage, then ran, scampered like 20 yards up the field for a touchdown. Had 89.4 pass block grade this past season. Blocked for Sam Allegra out of Texas, who I liked. And he's one of the better pass blocking tackles to come out of the draft. And they threw the ball out of Texas. He got a lot of reps, played guard as a freshman, played right tackle as a freshman, played really well. And then he moved over to left tackle for his sophomore and junior year. So once again, position flex and athleticism. That's what Ron Vera was looking for. 38-inch vertical. Just crazy athletic. Led the team in intimidation and domination blocks. So I gave this pick an A. I gave Jamin an A-. I gave Sam Cosby an A because it was a position of not necessarily a need, but if Cornelius Lucas is not here after the 2021 season, then you can plug in Sam Cosby and say, heaven forbid, if Morgan Moses gets injured, because last year he got injured, we had to throw in David Sharp. We can swing Sam Cosby to the right tackle position because Morgan Moses plays hurt a lot, and we just need more depth at both tackles, in my opinion. At both tackle positions, we could definitely use some more depth. But I'm a part of the Cornelius Lucas fan club. So Cornelius Lucas, in my opinion, I think he'll start day one, and then maybe Sam Cosby gradually will start maybe towards the middle of the year or next year. He'll be ready to go in when Cornelius Lucas is a free agent. So I mean, this guy is strong as crap. He's country strong. When he locks you in with his hands, you see guys barely move. Now, sometimes he does get beat by speed edge rushers. William Bradley King who went to Baylor, one of our last picks in the 7th round. He beat him for a sack. So you do see some flaws here and there, but I thought it was a strong pick, so I gave it an A. Third round to Benjamin St. Juste. A lot of people did not like this pick. I gave it like a B+. 6'3", 202 pounds, tall, lanky, long wingspan, has a lot of potential. Really good at the catch point, long arms, really good wingspan. He's a good tackler, really good at the Senior Bowl. Maybe he might play free safety because you do see on tape where he does get beat. He's not good against speed guys, but he's really good in press man. When he can get his hands on the wide receiver and just jam him up at the line, he's really good at that. But when he's playing off ball, he's getting dusted. He's getting beat pretty badly. But he had a good 2019. 2020, this past year, he struggled, but 2019 played pretty well. He had 10 pass breakups. They had a 21% forced incompletion rate, which was third among 2021 draft eligible corners. So you see the potential, but maybe there was some better. Maybe we could have got a free safety, Jamar Johnson out of Indiana, maybe later in the 4th or something like that. But you see some flaws with him, but I think he has the potential. He has the long, lanky arms, 6'3", 200-something pounds out of Canada. So you see the potential. You do see the potential. It's going to take some work, but I don't think he's going to start. Of course, starting corners, of course, is Kendall Fuller, Will Jackson, and then at slot is probably Jimmy Moreland starting at slot right now. So I gave it like a B. I gave it a B+. 4th round pick, John Bates. Of course, you're going to say we could have got Brevin Jordan, but, he fits what they're looking for. They wanted a blocking tight end. And do I trust Sammis Reyes? I don't 100% trust Sammis Reyes because, I haven't seen him play. He hasn't played football ever in his career. I love Logan Thomas. He's clearly a tight end number 1. But they were looking for a guy that can block. Didn't put up a lot of production in college catching the football, but he's just a team player, strong, somewhat athletic. You look at, he does get up and get the you throw it up there. He goes up and gets the football. He goes up and gets that. So I do like that. He's strong. He does break some tackles here and there. Reminds me of Hale Hinches a little bit. I really thought we should have kept Hale Hinches a couple years ago, but it is what it is. So John Bates out of Boise State. Was the 4th round pick. Kind of a reach. A lot of people say he could have went in the 6th, so I gave that a B. I gave that a B pick, but he fits what they're looking for, the culture. Somewhat athletic. We're looking for a blocking tight end to be versatile coming in there. We just didn't have some of the better blocking tight ends. So last year was just Logan Thomas, and that was it from a production standpoint. Hopefully Sam Meese can come in and give us some catching, some offense with catching the football, and then John Bates will be our blocking tight end. for the most part. So he's a team player. You know, they asked him, what does he do? You know, he was like, you know, I just do what the coaches asked me to do. You know, why, you know, so I think somebody asked, well, you know, why did you catch a lot of footballs? Or why weren't your numbers, you know, up there? And he was just like, you know, I just do what the coaches asked me to do, basically. If they want me to block, I'll block. If they want me to catch, I'll catch. So, you know, and last year, they only played 3 games, Boise State. So he would have had better catching numbers if they would have played more games. He was on pace for, you know, having his best season, but the season was cut short for them. I don't know why. So the 5th round pick was Derek Forrest. I like the pick. I gave it a B+. He's an aggressive hitter. He's starting off as a special teams guy. Nate Castor liked him a lot. 5'11", 206 pounds, very aggressive hitter. Sometimes his aggressiveness can lead to bad angles though. But he's a solid tackler, very versatile. Once again, very athletic. 39-inch vertical, 4.42 40-yard dash, 450 plus snaps on special teams. Has sideline to sideline speed. Also, when he played in the slot, he had a 38.3 quarterback rating allowed, which was ranked 4th among 2021 draft eligible defensive backs. So he's a tackling machine. Had 106 tackles his junior season. Long arms, rangy safety, and he said he prefers to play strong safety, but he can play both. So once again, one of the needs that we didn't really address was free safety. We didn't get a true pure free safety. We got some guys that we can develop into a free safety, you know, that can, you know, that are versatile and play many positions, but we just didn't pick up a natural true free safety. So that's one of the dings that I gave us. But Derek Forrest, special teams play, and Troy Apke probably is not going to be there. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped over Diami Brown. I don't know how in the world I skipped over Diami Brown in the 3rd round. That was my favorite pick. I gave that an A+. That definitely raised the draft grade. I know we could have got Tommy Tremble, some other tight ends or whatever earlier, but I love that pick. He brings some explosiveness to this offense. And like I said in my video about him, he can track the football in the air. Somebody called me out because I said he's great at tracking balls in the air, and somebody was like, "Oh, pause, yeah, y'all got me." Whoever said y'all got me, but when you watch him play, I was trying to explain it. You know, sometimes when you scout players, you say some different terms, it does sound a little weird or whatever. But when he's looking at the football in the air, he can track it. He can twist and contort his body and find the football in the air. And somebody like Ryan, he's perfect for Fitzmagic, because Fitzmagic will throw the ball with his eyes closed, face mask ripped to the side. He's just going to throw a rock. He's going to throw the ball up and just say, go get it. And Diami's one of those guys that can go get it. This man did not drop a contested catch, 49 contested catches, and 20 yards per catch. He's just a bona fide deep threat. 1,000-yard seasons back-to-back, so the production is there. Playing with Sam Howell. Sam Howell looked like he was throwing the ball with his eyes closed sometimes, and just say, hey, Diami's going to go get the football. Diami, like I said in the video as well when we picked him up, the game against Clemson, against A.J. Terrell, the 1st-round pick, former 1st-round corner, this guy says, hey, I'm right here. Before the ball even snaps, before he even said hut, you know, hut height, Diami's like, hey, give me the football. He's going. Dust the man and gets an easy touchdown. So Diami's a beast. Chris Sims said he was his 3rd best wide receiver. Mel Kiper loved the pick. So once again, we get another steal of the draft. So it definitely pushes the wide receiver room. It makes this room better. 4.4 40-yard dash. All our first 3 receivers: Terry 4.39, Curtis Samuel 4.31 40-yard dash. What's his name? Diami Brown 4.4 40-yard dash. So speed all over. Where last year it was like, okay, you could double Terry McLaurin and get away with it. Now defenses cannot double Terry McLaurin. Now you have to worry about Terry. You have to worry about Curtis. You have to worry about Diami. You have to worry about Adam Humphries. Now there's a lot of wide receivers. Jeff Bedette got cut yesterday, and somebody else got cut, if you didn't know. So he makes us better. I give this an A+ grade because he was really supposed to go in the 2nd round. We got him in the 3rd round, so I thought it was a steal. Great route running once again, great hands. He's gonna be a beast for us. He's gonna be a beast. His comp is Terry McLaurin. I think his ceiling is Terry McLaurin. Somebody compared him to Paul Richardson. If we get Paul Richardson with the Seahawks, that's not awful. But if we get Paul Richardson with the Washington football team, that's really darn bad. I don't want him to be compared to Paul Richardson at all. But this man can play. Like, he averaged 17.6 yards like in the air per catch. And we were like dead last with like 6 yards through the air. So it shows how much he's going to make this offense better. So I love the pick. Next is, so we had Derek Forrest. That threw the long snapper. I gave that like a B-, C+. Trading up for a long snapper, not the biggest fan of it. I know it was a need because Nick Sundberg's gone, but hey, it is what it is. So, you know, I had to be objective on this grade. But getting a long snapper in round 6, not the biggest, it's not the best thing in the world. But like, I understand, I get why we did it. Now let's get to William Bradley King. Out of Baylor, racked up sacks at Arkansas State. He's a little undersized, a little bit of a tweener. We did have a tweener with Ryan Anderson before, was playing outside linebacker and DE, but William Bradley King, maybe he can gain some weight or something like that. But some people are saying he could possibly be he's more of a 3-4 outside linebacker or 3-4 edge rusher. But you know, they see something in him. He's really fast. He tested really well on the athletic score. I gave this pick like a B+. I thought watching his tape, he's really good. He's really speedy. Has a couple of pass rush moves. He can get to the quarterback. Arkansas State, he was incredible. He had 8.5 sacks at Arkansas State. Then transferred to Baylor and led the team in sacks at 3. So it was a position of need to back up Montez, to back up Chase Young. It was a need for sure. I like Shaka Toney better, in my opinion, even though he doesn't have a lot of pass rush moves. He's a speed edge rusher, not the best against the run. He's going to be a situational pass rusher. I liked his explosiveness off of the edge. He was a team captain at Penn State, so another character guy. I like him a lot watching him play. Just brought speed. He's going to bring some more speed to the. William Bradley King's going to bring speed as well. And they just need to give Montez Sweat a break and Chase Young a break. So if they can come in and do that every other down, I'd be happy with those guys and they get some playing time. They're going to be competing with James Smith-Williams and Casey Toohill. So that would be fun to watch. And I think John Kahn said something about not ruling out Ryan Kerrigan coming back to the Washington football team. So we'll see if that possibly happens later down the line of free agency. I would not be mad if we brought back Ryan Kerrigan. And then the last pick, Dax Milne. I like this pick a lot. I do. I liked it a lot. If you can get another good wide receiver, I'm not mad at it. I mean, you know, he's probably going to be on the practice squad this year. Adam Humphries is on a 1-year deal, so if Adam Humphries doesn't work out, or even if he's good and he wants too much money, then maybe you just bring in Dax Milne next year. Now, Dax Milne, like I said, he's probably not going to make the roster at a BYU with Zach Wilson. If you watch Zach Wilson play, of course, you see Dax Milne. He ran a 4.5 40. Like I said, people comparing him to Trey Quinn. I can see that. I think he's going to be better than Trey Quinn. I think he has better hands, and not saying that Trey Quinn had terrible hands, but he just didn't really create separation or get open. But I like Dax Milne. He was a great deep threat as well, and he brings some versatility to the team as well. He brings some toughness, brings some swag to the team too. So I liked him watching him play. He got better with Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson was decent the year before he got drafted, and then he got a lot better. And you can see that with Dax Milne. Dax Milne had a 1,000-yard season, was originally a walk-on, and then gained a scholarship. So he got it out the mud at college, worked hard, and got better. So I like that for him. Another character guy in Dax Milne. You know, had some decent route running, and just has to get a little bit better in creating some separation here and there. But I think next year is a year where he gets some playing time, where he makes the roster. I don't think this year is the year. I think we got a lot of guys, and I think he makes the practice squad. So, like I said, overall, I gave us like an A-, B+. I thought we made some good picks. I thought we got some guys a position of need. Didn't get a quarterback, which, like I said, I didn't have a problem with at all. I thought we did a solid job. We got 10 draft picks. Got a couple guys that can come in and start instantly. I think Jamin Davis is a day 1 starter. John Bates, Diami Brown is a day 1 starter. So we got 2 solid day 1 starters. And you just never know what can happen, man. Cam Crow was a 7th-round pick, and next thing you know, he came out of nowhere. He's our clear-cut starter, in my opinion, at strong safety. So I got the linebacker that we needed. So you guys let me know what you guys think about the draft picks. What grade do you guys give? I know a lot of people were upset with the draft. We got a lot of high-character guys and position flexible guys. So, all right, you guys, hell to the football team. Peace. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot about Jared Patterson. Excuse me, Jared Patterson out of Buffalo, undrafted free agent out of Glyndon, Maryland, who went to St. Vincent Pallotti High School in Laurel, Maryland. The undrafted running back who out of Buffalo put 419 yards in 1 game and 8 touchdowns. I thought it was a great pick. 5'9", 195 pounds, very strong, very tough downhill runner. Now, if you do look at his highlights in his games, the offensive line, there was some huge running lanes that you could just drive a truck through the running lanes. That's how wide open some of those lanes were. He is shifty. He's not the most shiftiest guy, if I had to just say a weakness of him, but I thought it was a great pick. I was, standing on the table for him to get drafted in the 7th round a couple weeks ago. I was like, yeah, we should draft this guy later. I think he can definitely push Peyton Barber and Lamar Miller and beat them out for that last running back spot. Chase Young definitely put in the word for him. They said that yesterday. They grew up together. They went to high school together at Pilate High School, worked out together. So I'm excited about Jared Patterson. I think he can bring some versatility and he can catch out of the backfield. Did that his sophomore year. So I'm excited. This guy put up Madden numbers, NCAA football type numbers. So I love it. I love it. I love the pick. Just a strong, tough guy. Strong, tough guy. And that's what we need. Local talent. I love it. So I gave that an A plus grade. For an undrafted free agent, I thought it was a good pickup. So, all right, guys, that was the football team. Peace.